What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a little tackle testing. I just recently became a tackle tester for Rebel Angler. Super happy to be on board with them, guys. I want to give a huge shout out to them for allowing me to be a tackle tester. And if you stay around to the end of the video, I will tell you exactly what you need to know so you can become a tackle tester for Rebel Angler. So let's go ahead. Let me show you the baits that I'm going to be testing today, give you some pros and cons on how they look and all that good stuff. And then we're going to start fishing them and see if we can catch some fish off them things. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, you guys. So here's my little Rebel Angler sticker. I turned this box into my little testing box, if you will. So this is the very first pack of baits that I got from them to test. And it's some good old-fashioned stick worms. So excuse the noise, I am fishing under a bridge. The lake that I originally wanted to go to was actually closed for some weird reason, so I stopped here. This was the only closest water hole I had to fish. Let's go ahead and take a look at these bad boys. Wow. These things are beefy. Look at that. So right off the bat, they are very heavy. They are very dense, but they're going to be durable. I do like the hook slot in them right there. You see the little hook slot? It's got a great color to it. Now, the problem with the weight is if you was to wacky rig this thing, I don't know if it's going to have that flutter action like we all love and hope to see. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and try to test it. Yeah, it's really bulky. Got a lot of plastic in it. Don't really have no scent. It's just that plastic scent. Excellent color, though. So, there you go. One other thing that I've noticed, which is not a big deal, which is not a huge deal at all, but one of these baits, if you can see, it was not cut correctly. You can see that little tip right there, but not no big deal. But yeah, they seem to be kind of straight. There's a little curviness right there. You can see a little bit of salt that's been on the outside right there. I guess they got salt in them. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and tie them up. What I want to do is I want to Texas rig this thing. I want to wacky rig it. And I was thinking about cutting off a little piece off the tail right here and using it as a Ned bait. So let's go ahead, jump right into the video, and see if we can catch some fish off this thing. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and rig this bad boy up Texas rig style. I'm telling you what, this plastic is super dense, guys. It's very heavy worm. I think that is one thing I don't like is how heavy it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it will throw a county mile, but this thing is super thick. And look how much pressure I'm giving it to rig that thing. All right, so I got this rigged up with a 4/0 hammer hook from Guggen. I got a pegged weight on here, just a very light weight on here. What is this? A 3/16 weight. So Texas rig style, let's go ahead and start fishing it. See what we can do with this bad boy. All right, just want to drop it in the water. I mean, it falls really fast, but that's to be expected with how heavy it is. But it does look like he's got pretty good action. I would definitely say they need to cut the plastic in half. You know, not use as much plastic when they're making these things, or get some smaller molds. Because I mean, the weight on that worm is just crazy. But like I said, it has a very good color. I love the color of them. All right, folks, it's been a couple of days. I'm down here at my primary spot at the creek. We're going to keep fishing this 7-inch stick worm from Rebel Angler. So I did go over there to the lake and I was fishing this all around the lake. Didn't have any luck with it whatsoever. Now, within the past few days, I have been seeing pictures up on their Facebook group page of people actually catching fish with this thing. Not saying it's not going to catch fish. It looks like an awesome worm. Could use some tweaks and stuff to, help it out. But let's go ahead and try to fish it around this creek. I still want to fish it Texas rig. I know we did that a little bit a few days ago. I want to fish it some more doing Texas rig. I want to do wacky rig. And I also have a little piece that's cut off and we're going to use as a Ned rig. Big fish just jumped right there, guys. So let's go ahead and start fishing this thing. By the way, guys, I don't know if I've told you, but this worm is called like the ChonQ or something. It's a weird name. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's a really weird name, but this is the 7-inch version. They have it in a 5-inch, and a 6-inch, and the 7-inch. Come on, fishy. Right now, I'm fishing it Texas rigged. That was a nice fish that jumped over here. And I mean, fishing it Texas rig, however, with this being so heavy, you could fish it weightless and it'll work great, I do have a small weight on there. And even with a small weight on there, the action on it is phenomenal. It really looks good. What I'm curious to see is the action when I wacky rig it. I'm really curious to see if there's too much weight on the 7-inch version worm. Now, I've never tested the 5-inch or the 6-inch, but I want to see if there's too much weight on this thing for it to actually shimmy. There's some really nice bass in here, guys. I'm talking 3-4 pound bass. Yeah, the action looks really good Texas rigged. This thing should get bit. Come on, fishy. Well, the bluegills are definitely interested in this worm. Had like 4 or 5 of them chasing after this thing. By the way, guys, if you are new here, perhaps you are from the Rebel Angler group page, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you like it. Really helps me out. I do plan on testing a lot more baits from Rebel. I got a lot of baits on the way. All right, folks, didn't have any luck Texas rigging it. Once again, it looked great. I threw a little wacky hook on here, and we're gonna wacky rig it. Now, I don't have any O-rings on this thing or anything. I did it old school, just stuck it right through the middle. We're gonna go ahead and try to see the action of this thing. Nothing. It's just a slow sink. Absolutely no shimmy to it at all. It is a very slow sink. It kind of floats. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you the action. As you can see, it's just floating there on the surface. I got very slack line. There's a fish right there at it. Look at it. You see the fish? It's like a bluegill. All right, now it's slowly sinking, but there's no shimmy. Now, when you twitch it, don't know how well you guys can see that. It has some pretty good action when you twitch it. Don't look bad. Let's go ahead and fish it. But yeah, this has absolutely zero shimmy on the fall. Now, when I'm fishing a wacky rig, I look for that shimmy on the fall because 9 times out of 10, that's where you're going to get your bites. So, like I said, this thing definitely needs some work. I don't understand why it floats on top of the water there for a minute. Has a slow sink, absolutely zero shimmy. But when you twitch it, it looks really good. All right, let's go ahead and fish this thing. Now, guys, I don't know if it's because of the batch that I got or if they all do this, or maybe it's just the 7-inch that do this. Like I said, there's a 5, 6, and 7-inch. I'm wondering if the 5-inch has more action just because I assume that it's lighter. I must have overlooked that feature. I think they just sent me what they had. I don't know. I don't really know if I had an option. I don't remember if I had an option or not to choose what size I wanted. Because I normally would never throw a 7-inch stick bait. You know, I normally throw anywhere from a 5 to a 6-inch. But I don't want to knock these baits. These are awesome baits. You know, they just need a little bit of work, a little tuning, and I'm sure they'll do outstanding. And once again, these things catch fish. You know, the proof is in the pudding. I've seen the pictures. I'm just hoping I can catch some fish off of it. And if not, that's okay too. We're going to keep trying. I don't know if you guys see it. There's a nice little lay down back here on this backside. It's kind of under the water a little bit. I've been fishing this wacky rig right there, right around that lay down. That's normally a really good spot right there. Got the sun coming out. We've had an overcast day today. Had some rain though, so the water's up. That's a really good thing. And I love the color of this worm. This thing looks very natural. It looks awesome. What's going on, folks? It's me again. Still haven't had no luck. So we fished it Texas rig. We fished it wacky rig. I did hook into a fish a few days ago when I had it Ned rig. But this is what I've done. I've cut a little piece off right there. Look how beefy that thing is compared to the actual Ned head. But I cut the tail off right there. We're going to try to see if we can catch some normal size panfish in this creek right here. And we're going to Ned rig this worm. And let's see if we can catch at least one fish off this ChonQ worm. Once again, I hope I'm pronouncing the name right because it's a weird name. How to break out the old spinning rod for this setup, guys. It's kind of weird too because I've seen mixed reviews on the lures according to the Facebook group page. I got a bunch of people saying they've never caught no fish off these lures. There's a lot of people that have caught fish off of them. But I guess, to be fair, that goes with any lures, you know? That's why it's called fishing and not catching. Come on, fishy. Oh, there's a bite. A little bite. Come on. He was interested in it. Come on, fishy. Oh, there's a bite. So I am getting bites, guys. I'm getting multiple bites. I think the fish are really, really small, but they're definitely biting it. They're just not committing to it. All right, folks. Unfortunately, I've been fishing this bait, fishing it, and I have not been able to catch any fish. I fished it 3 different ways. Remind you, I did go over there to the lake for a couple of hours, and I fished all around the lake. No bites. As far as the Ned rigging, I was getting plenty of bites, just they were not committing to the actual worm itself. It's a really bummer because I know these worms have potential. Like I've stated a few times in this video, they definitely need some work, especially the 7-inch version. I have not fished a 5 or 6 inch, so I can't really speak on those. But yeah, guys, I look forward to testing more baits from this company. I'm sure they have some really good baits. Like I said, this is my very first bait that I've ever tested from them. But if you are curious in being a tackle tester for Rebel Angler, what you have to do is you have to go over there to their Facebook group page, become a member over there, and then you have to buy a decal. Once you buy a decal and it ships to you, they will have instructions on how to get your first test sample. You're going to have to fill out a little survey and see if you actually qualify to be a tester. The spots are very limited, guys, so I just want to make that very clear. But that's exactly how you do it. So just go over there to the Facebook group page, buy a decal, look up the website and all that good stuff. Buy your decal, wait for it to come in. It'll have instructions and go from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've ever fished these lures before. Maybe you are in that Facebook group page. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.